Anya's mommy.
Hi,
It's really nice seeing you again.
nice to see you too.
And as you always talk about Anya's journey, today I would like to ask from you a little bit about how Anya's family is supporting her in her day-to-day life and how it has been impact to her development and all these activities. So begin with that. I would like to ask from you what were her primary challenges and how your family supported overcoming those challenges.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to introduce Anya to you. Anya is now 5.5 years old. When she was born, her brain was severely damaged, resulting in a severe case of cerebral palsy. So even the simple act of sitting down can be on her own can be a challenge for her. So on top of that, she's nonverbal and she do not have any way of communicating her needs and her desires. So because of that, we have always someone looking after her, and someone is always there to keep an eye on her to see whether she needs anything or to keep her harm's way. So that is our main protection against everything, keeping someone there closer to her, around the clock, looking after her. And up on top of that, she needs um, so much of support to, live her life as normal as she could live. And for that, we have, provided her with the relevant support system. Example, she has a wheelchair. When she's going to the play group, she uses that, and she has a small wooden chair and a table like the kids that use in the school. So she knows when she sits on that, she has to do occupational therapy. She has a special need stroller. It's specially designed for special need kids. And also she has upsy walking trainers to do walking activities and to mingle with her peers, and that has helped a lot. And also she has customized feeding chairs. Whenever she has a meal, she can comfortably have it. And also when we travel, this is something that I must say, she sits on her own car seat. So that has made our lives, and as well as her life, much more comfortable. So I don't want to say that this is the special needs setup that we have at home. This is our life after all. This is the normal. This is the this is our normal life. So I would like to keep her normal. I would like to give her the normal experience as much as I can. So these are the things that we have provided her to be a normal kid in a normal environment, a little bit of support to have that normalcy in her life. So that is how we overcome the day-to-day challenges when it's come to taking care of Anya, giving her everything and giving her the support, daily support around the clock to her.
That's wonderful because you mentioned about the normal life. So that's where we want to include these children with our normal family setup and give them a feeling like they are a normal family member as the other people in the family setup. So moving to that, I would like to ask from you, Anya's mother, when you have a child with disabilities, how family dynamics have been addressed this, and what were your needs from the family, and how those needs have been met within the family setup.
Yeah, that was actually, I've been very blessed with a very strong support system, I must say. My husband and I, we known each other since we were 17 years old. So we did not have that barrier to understand the situation or to go, or to, like, we do not have that barrier to overcome this challenge uh, separately. We always did the things together. And also my mother-in-law, I must say, her support in this is marvelous, and she's given me a tremendous support. And also the neighborhood that I live in, the neighborhood that I live in is consistent with relatives and friends, and they also aware what has been going through with Anya, and that has given me strength as well as the capability and the capacity to take care of Anya. Their support, it can be a smallest thing, like, asking how are you doing today. That itself can, help me to keep up with my mental health. And the best part of it all is not blaming me for anything. They accept the situation with open hearts and open minded, and that has given me the opportunity to raise a joyful kid, you know. And it's been an incredible journey. This is not something that I did on my own. My husband is my the biggest support system, and my mother-in-law is my right hand, of if I say so. And when when my husband and I are to go to a date night, gladly my mother-in-law will step in and take care of Anya, and she will let us to have that alone time with my husband and me.
Your privacy
Yes,
time.
and that has been wonderful to me. Actually, my family's support and my parents, my sisters calling me every day and admiring my efforts, and they're always telling to me, Aki, you are doing a marvelous job. You are the strongest mom we have ever seen. What you're doing to Anya, uh, uh, we cannot, you know, imagine the the love that you are showing to your child. You are an example for everybody. Like, they are complimenting my efforts and validating my efforts, and they're giving a meaning to it, and it has helped me tremendously, and it has encouraged me to look after Anya more and more and give the best care that I can give to her, and love her so much, and brought up in a way that she lives in a very positive environment with very positive environment with so much love and blessings.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear from you, Anya's mother, especially when you say that they have understood your needs, and also they have support the fullest they can do, and still they are continue to do
Do it.
so.
Yes.
And I think it's the your reflection, your happiness, your mental well-being again impact Anya's development. And also it's the family you call the bond, and the facing at the good time together and the hard times together. It's a good example you are setting out in the family as well.
Yes. In our family, Anya is our first priority, and we all believe that Anya should be the first priority, and there's no argument about it. So it's even easier for us to navigate Anya's life with our day-to-day lives, with our day-to-day things, because we all know at the end of the day she comes first. So that has helped a lot too.
So that understanding also very important, giving the priority, and that's why today we are talking about the caring for carers. So identifying the carers need also important thing in the family, and your family has understood that need as well.
Yes.
So I want to know about you, know from you that what kind of services you are currently using, and also how accessible they are for your child's rehabilitation and the child's developmental activities,
Okay. When we
especially when it's come to the health,
healthcare
education,
system.
therapies,
Right. Okay.
how that would have been support to you. And
When we started this journey, we did not know what to do and how to even to start our life with what happened to Anya. And first thing was, I noticed the pediatrician was very helpful for us, and she guided us on how to approach the therapy centers and who to go, where to go, and what to do next, and all. So from there onwards, we have been uh, coming to the physiotherapy center, and Anya is continuously seeing her neurologist for her seizures. Currently, Anya is going through physiotherapy, feeding therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. And access to that early intervention program, I'm lucky enough and capable enough for her to give the best care possible, actually. By saying that, I must say, even though we have a very good consultation system, we do not have access to the basic needs to take care of Anya, such as medical equipments, AFOs, free access to AFOs, cerebral palsy friendly wheelchairs, gait trainers, and uh, uh, st- standing frames. For those sort of things and for those expenses for those sort of equipments, unfortunately, parents have to bear on their own. That is something that is the only thing that I came across bit inconvenient, because the mainly the unavailability, even though you're capable enough to get or buy those things, but you do not have it available in the current healthcare system. So that is bit challenging, as well as uh, the medications that Anya is taking for her seizures. Like in recent years, we have noticed that you cannot buy a certain medication in pharmacies, so we had to resort to other means. We are bringing it down from another country now, so things like that also there in the healthcare system. It's challenging, but overall, I mean, it's very supportive, friendly, and very caring system. They put my child's and my needs first. They always looking after us and guiding us. They are not only Anya's, my needs as well, whether I'm doing wonderful, like whether my mental health in check. And they because they know, if a mother's mental health is at her best, it reflects on her child. So uh, in overall setup, the healthcare system has uh, given us so much.
yeah, we are a country giving free healthcare
free
system,
healthcare
but
system.
still we have some backwards, like providing financial
Yeah, we have room
assistance
to
for
improve.
the, yes, the financial issues are there to for transportation for parents,
Yes.
and and purchasing medicine when it needed from outside.
Yes.
Those are challenging.
Challenging. Yes.
So despite of all these challenges, we know sometimes our attitudes creates some barriers, or preventing these children, development, and providing a holistic care. So as a parent, what do you think, and what is your experience of societal attitudes towards children with disabilities in a culture like us, in a Sri Lankan context, and how it has been impacting your family as well?
Yes, for me, I do not have much experience in discrimination and rejection. Thank God for that. But in one occasion, when we were trying to find a Montessori or some sort of a play group for Anya, we met with rejection, and that that at that point, I feared a uh, lot because nobody was willing to give my child the simple, most human, uh, most humane, basic human right for education. So nobody was willing to give it because nobody was willing to take the challenge. They they actually, I think, they they thought that Anya might not be able to handle the Montessori
Activities
setup
and
and the activities, but that was not the case. They decided for us. Mm, It was not my decision to, not to put the child here. They decided for us, this is not a suitable place for your child. You should go to a special need center. That's not the case for my child. Her doctors recommended her to go to a neurotypical Montessori. So that's what we were trying to do. Apart from that, I have not faced any rejections or negativity towards us. I think it comes from us first. If you accept your situation, if you're willing to talk about it, if you're willing to give the explanation that needed to clear doubts, you will definitely uh, you will definitely meet with a positive environment. So it has to come within you. You have to your willingness to talk about your kid, your willingness to put your kid to the world, your willingness to take your kid outside rather than keeping the kid inside always. That's the safest way for her to be, and that's not the case. Always be open minded. You need to have that broad mind set up in order to have a positive reaction from the society. If you are My philosophy is spread love and positivity. So welcome their doubts, questions, answer them, uh, talk about what happened to Anya with them, raise awareness. When you put out the positivity in you, you will get back the positivity towards you all. So uh, uh, don't know whether it's my way of living, mm, because I haven't met with any bad experience other than that one occasion. So it's been lovely, and people are being welcome towards our family. They accept us for who we are, not for, they don't expect us to change for their setting. They always welcome to invite us to their setting, become ourselves in their setting. So that is something that I think that has to come within the family itself. If you want someone to uh, if you want kindness from someone else, you should show the kindness first to someone that you expecting from. So in our culture, I think if we are to be more positive and open minded, we will not face with discrimination or rejection.
And also, I think the lack of awareness and the knowledge about these children and their needs, and it's also again to matter. So, like, I think we need to raise community awareness regarding these conditions, and then community will be more positive towards and have empathy towards these children in the society.
Yes.
And last but not the least, I would like to ask another question from you. I don't know whether it's too early to ask from you. What do you think about Anya's future? Have you thought about any plans about her future? And as a family, what are you thinking towards her?
To be honest, I have to be very honest here. I don't think about Anya's future much because that can drives you mad. But to answer to your question, um, I hope she will become independent one day. Become her own. That one day she will be able to handle her own things on her own and become an advocate for her community and be an example and show others this is how I overcame my challenges and you also could do it, and someone that uh, can be an example for her community. And even now she's like a celebrity in her community and she's raising so much of awareness, and she didn't even know, she doesn't have the comprehension to understand it. But then again, I hope one day she will become a beacon to her community.
That's a wonderful saying from your end, because as a parent we all have hope about children's future, and that drives you move forward. And when it's come to Anya also, it's not the different kind of thing, it's unique to everyone, as you said. Let's see how Anya is building her future and make her dreams come true. And I wish you all the very best with your positive actions and trying to uplift the parent, and you're a parent leader at the same time. So I think you're setting up a good example to our community to invite all our parents of children with disabilities and their families to give a understanding care for them, actually, uh, to make this place a better place for their living.
Yeah.
So with that, we have come to the end of our, even though I want to have more time, so we have come to the end of our discussion about how your family cared for you. And thank you for your valuable time, and it was really interesting and insightful.
Thank you so much for inviting me.